Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Ben Thompson. I'm an audiologist, and today this video will discuss AirPods and how they affect tinnitus, ringing in the ears. Let's start with Dr. Michelle Neidleman Kennedy of Treble Health, who will give a detailed explanation of the newest AirPods, and then I'm going to talk for about 10 minutes about my impressions of the AirPods and how it relates to your tinnitus management. If you're new to our YouTube channel, please do subscribe to stay up to date with the newest hearing health as well as tinnitus videos. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle with Treble Health, and today I'm going to be reviewing the new AirPods Pro 2, the second generation. These recently came out on September 23rd, and they go for about $249 US. I'm going to first start off by comparing them to the third generation AirPods, and then I'm going to dive into some of their new features and specifications. The adaptive transparency also helps to reduce the effect of noise on your listening experience. It helps to bring down the overall volume of other loud sounds that may be found in your environment, like that of an ambulance or police siren while you're listening to your favorite podcast or music, for example. There's also personalized spatial audio, which takes into account the unique shape of your head and ears to enhance sound quality. And you can use this true depth camera feature on your iPhone to create that sound profile. Dynamic head tracking is a feature that helps you feel as though you're speaking to someone in the same room when you're FaceTiming with them. There are a few advanced touch control features with the new AirPods Pro 2. So you can swipe to adjust the volume, you can press to pause your music, take or reject a phone call. You can also switch between adaptive transparency and active noise cancellation. On the same page as the spatial audio feature is adaptive EQ. This helps to enhance your music perception because no matter when or where you're listening to your song, it should always sound the same. So it takes into account the actual fit of the AirPods in your ear, as well as your ear canal resonance to adjust any of the low or high frequencies so that the fidelity and quality of the sound is always the same. It does this through the inward mic that the AirPods Pro 2 have, and it can actually measure what sound is actually reaching your ears to therefore make adjustments so that the sound, again, always sounds the same no matter where you are, no matter the fit of your ears, and just overall helps to make music sound better. The battery life has also been enhanced, so you can get now 6 hours with active noise cancellation with just one single charge. And if you are using your charger to help charge up your AirPods Pro 2, then you can get an additional 30 hours with using active noise cancellation. So you'll never have to worry about running out of battery when listening to your AirPod Pro 2s. It's also 1.5 more hours than the previous model. So it is a pretty good enhancement. The same inward-facing mic that was used in adaptive EQ also helps to enhance speech recognition. So Siri will understand and recognize your voice a little bit better than in previous models. And it also helps to reduce the occlusion effect, or that different type of sensation or sound quality that you get when you have your ears plugged up. Now has a U1 chip, which actually helps you find it. So you can use that Find My iPhone type feature now with your charger as well. So you'll never misplace it. If you've already purchased the new AirPod Pros 2 and are loving any of the features, please comment below. And if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with all of our latest videos.
This is a short break from today's video to announce the Tinnitus Guide by Treble Health. Do you want to learn about the newest tinnitus treatments and management tips? Click the link in the description of this video to get your free copy of the Tinnitus Guide by Treble Health. Hey guys, this is Dr. Ben again. Let me continue on with this video on the discussion around AirPods. Patients come to us and they have different sound therapy devices that they use for their tinnitus. There's two pieces that I want to talk about today. Number one is that using AirPods can create loud noises. It can also be used as the noise reduction or the background filtering setting, which can make your ears very quiet. And both of those situations can at times cause tinnitus or ringing in the ears. So for the first piece of that, what happens if you use AirPods quite frequently? Well, if you use them all the time, then there's a risk that you could damage your hearing. There are some safety levels that are measured through the AirPods and through iPhones. So there is some way of the phone letting you know that you're listening to the device too much. You don't want to listen to your music very loud all the way up on your AirPods for all day. There are safe listening levels, and they typically say that if your listening levels are 85 decibels or softer, then that's safe and you can listen to that sound for up to 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. For you, I imagine you're using AirPods to listen to music or other kinds of sounds every so often, in which case you can listen to them loud at times, but do not listen to them loud all the time. All right. You may have tinnitus because your loud noise exposure created this ringing sound in your ear. That's okay. It can get better. You know what to do by following this YouTube channel and our recommendations. The other piece here is that with the AirPods Pro, there's some noise reduction, some background filtering. And what that does is it automatically tunes down the background noise so that what you're listening to is quieter. And this kind of noise cancellation is a feature in AirPods Pro 2, the newest AirPods. And anytime that it closes your ear canal, anytime that Bluetooth headphones close your ear canal, there is an opportunity for them to have a noise cancellating feature. So can that create tinnitus? Sometimes it can create sound sensitivities like hyperacusis. You may become very sensitive to sound because you've been blocking out background sound all day. So sometimes computer programmers, they just listen to headphones with noise canceling headphones, and they're programming all day, maybe 10 hours a day. And eventually they might realize that they're very sensitive to external sounds. That can sometimes be associated with tinnitus as well. So that's another example of how AirPods can interact with tinnitus and create some problems. Now, here's an interesting piece that I want to touch on in detail is sound therapy. So if you already have tinnitus, if you already have ringing in the ears and it's constant or you hear it often, then you should be looking at ways you can manage it. Sound therapy is one of those important pieces of your management toolkit. On our YouTube channel here, we're focused on the different angles of how you can get better with tinnitus, and the sound therapy piece of it is a big part. There's different options for sound therapy. Right here I'm holding a Sound Oasis sound machine. Click the link underneath this video if you want to enter for a giveaway every week on our Sunday video. We do give away a Sound Oasis sound machine, which is very beneficial for tinnitus. And that's something that you can qualify for free by following the link below this video, treble.health/giveaway. Make sure you're on that list. All you have to do is subscribe to our email newsletter, as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then you qualify and we would send one of these out to you for free. So the Sound Oasis plays different sounds through the sound machine. Then you have headphones. Like here I have some Apple headphones with the Airpods, and this plugs in. Additionally, we have the Bluetooth AirPods, which can have a seal on the ear canal. That means that soft rubber coating that goes in the end of your ear canal, that can create an acoustic seal, and that holds the sound into your ear. What that does is it limits your hearing of ambient noise. Previously, you were able to hear ambient sound because your ear canals are open, but when your ear canals are closed, it restricts your ability to hear natural ambient sound. If you want to use AirPods for your sound therapy, then there's a few considerations. Number one, try to not block your ear canals. If you had to choose between AirPods Pro that block your ear canals or some headphones like this that keep your ear canals slightly open, I would choose the ones that keep your ear canals slightly open. You might say, well, Dr. Ben, what about transparency mode? If I keep transparency mode on, then I'm able to hear the sound around me. So isn't that the same as keeping my ear canals open? No, it's not, because all that sound is processed electrical sound. You're closing your ear canals. Your tinnitus is probably louder because you're closing your ear canals, and you're just having to compete with it with this processed sound. So I would stay away from that method. And if it's something that you're actively doing, I would just do it with caution. If you have some hearing loss with tinnitus, then you can use AirPods Pro and the newest AirPods Pro as hearing aids. We have another video here on our YouTube channel that discusses that. But overall, it's important to remember that you can improve tinnitus with sound therapy. AirPods may or may not be an integral part of what you're doing. I would advise against blocking your ear canals. If you're new to our YouTube channel here, make sure to subscribe. If you're looking for the best possible sound therapy treatment, then there are medical devices for tinnitus. They're called tinnitus maskers. At Treble Health, we have our own. They're called Treble maskers. Very popular, very effective treatment for tinnitus. And you can learn more by going to our website at treblehealth.com. We have a group of audiologists who are available to work with you for remote care and fitting of these medical devices for tinnitus. So thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a thumbs up if this was helpful, and I'll see you on the next video here on our YouTube channel at Treble Health.